You checked your phone before you even got out of bed this morning. You already know that. But here's what you don't know. The reason you did it is 40,000 years old. Your brain is not a modern machine. It is ancient hardware running inside a modern world. Every fear you feel, every craving you chase, every time you can't stop scrolling at midnight, that's not weakness. That is software that hasn't been updated in 40 millennia. And today, you're going to understand exactly what that means. Let's start with something small. A sound. A branch snaps outside your window at 3 a.m. Your heart rate jumps, your eyes open wide, your body floods with cortisol before your conscious mind even registers what happened. Why? You're not in danger, you know that. But your brain doesn't. Your brain still thinks you're sleeping on the ground in a forest, surrounded by predators. One moment of silence could mean the difference between waking up and not waking up at all. Neuroscientist Joseph Ledoux spent decades studying this exact circuit. He called it the low road. A signal goes from your ears directly to the amygdala, your brain's alarm center, before it ever reaches your thinking brain. You react before you can reason. That low road was built for a world where hesitation meant death. That world no longer exists, but the circuit does. This is the first piece of your 40,000-year-old software. Threat detection so sensitive, it creates false alarms constantly. Every time you feel anxious in a meeting, every time your chest tightens before you send an email, every time you feel watched when no one is there. That's not anxiety disorder. That's a survival system running in the wrong century. Now here's where it gets stranger. Your brain doesn't just scan for threats, it scans for status. In a band of ancient humans, 40 to 150 people, status was survival. High-status individuals got more food, more protection, more chances to pass on their genes. Being rejected from the group meant death, not metaphorical death, real death. So your brain evolved to treat social rejection the same way it treats physical pain. Researcher Naomi Eisenberger at UCLA ran a study where participants played a simple ball-tossing game called cyberball. Halfway through, the other players stopped passing to them. The participant was socially excluded from a digital ball game, with strangers. They knew it wasn't real. Their anterior cingulate cortex lit up on the scan, the same region that activates when you stub your toe. Being left out of a group chat hurts the same way a broken bone hurts. Because 40,000 years ago, being left out of the group meant you were going to die alone in the cold. The software doesn't know you'll be fine. Think about the last time you rehearsed an argument in your head, going over what you should have said, running simulations of future conversations, preparing for social scenarios that haven't happened yet and probably never will. That's not overthinking. That's social threat detection on a loop. Your brain is constantly asking one question: am I still in the group? Am I still valued? Am I still safe? Ancient humans who asked that question obsessively survived. The ones who didn't. You inherited their brains. Now let's talk about the most obvious piece of old software running in you right now: dopamine. Researcher Wolfram Schultz spent years studying dopamine in macaque monkeys. What he found changed how we understand the brain. Dopamine doesn't spike when you get a reward. It spikes in anticipation of a reward. And critically, it spikes hardest when the reward is unpredictable. Ancient humans needed to keep exploring, keep foraging, stop searching too soon, and you starve. The brain had to reward the search itself, not just the find. So it built a system that releases dopamine every time you encounter something new and potentially rewarding. A rustling in the bush might be food. A strange smell might mean danger. Novelty itself became a trigger. Now put that system in front of a phone designed by engineers who understand exactly how it works. Every scroll is a forage. Every notification is a rustle in the bush. You don't know if this one will be important. That unpredictability is the mechanism. Instagram didn't invent variable reward. They just found the switch that evolution built 40,000 years ago, and they pressed it 1,000 times a day. You are not addicted to your phone. You are running ancient foraging software in an environment specifically engineered to exploit it. The difference matters. Here's the last thing, and it's the most important. Your brain is running old software, but it is not broken. Every system that creates a problem for you today was a solution yesterday. Anxiety is threat detection. Social pain is belonging protection. Dopamine hunger is survival drive. The